Hey guys, Sci-Fi Guy 2094 here. Today I got a pretty cool video. I'm going to be unboxing all the films from the Tomorrowverse from DC. Alright, so let's get started. I kind of started opening this one already. So I think most of the films, actually all the films should be here. So, let's see. Okay, so this one. Let's see, this is, actually that's something else DC, but it's not going to be part of this video. Okay, cool. So, let's see. Alright, so I have Justice Society, World War II. There's that one. Pretty good film. I really like this one. It's the one with, obviously, it's, you know, the World War II era, and they're fighting the Germans, but they actually come across Aquaman, who's under mind control, and they have to battle him as well. So this one's a really good movie. It's Justice Society, World War II. Legion of Superheroes. I believe it's in like the 31st century. So it's got Supergirl, Brainiac 5 is his name. This one I have not seen, so I'm really looking forward to this one. It looks super cool. Also, I definitely need to check this one out because I'm pretty sure there were some tie-ins. There were probably some things I didn't really understand when I was watching Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2 when Supergirl came into the equation when the Monitor found her. So yeah, I hadn't seen this one, so I just assumed somehow her planet got destroyed, and that universe as well. You know, there's got to be a Krypton that's not destroyed in some universe, right? You know, there's got to be a universe out there where Krypton is still intact. But yeah, this one was a Supergirl story, so I definitely want to watch this one, and really excited for that one. And then this one is actually currently on HBO, but like none of the other films are, which is kind of weird. But Justice League War World, just did a review on that one. That one's really good. So there's that, and then let's see, grab this one right here. Okay, and this one is the first film to start the Tomorrowverse, and it is Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Watched this one before, really good film. Very early on in his career, Superman. He's fighting Lobo and Parasite. Very cool. Side note, I hope James Gunn and Peter Safran's DCU takes inspiration, a little bit of inspiration from this film, because it's a good film. So I know they said they're taking inspiration from All-Star Superman, which is a really good comic book. So we'll have to see what they do with the Superman Legacy film. Everybody's criticizing the costume right now. It does look kind of bad, but who knows? You know, we got to see the finished product. So, alright, so let me get this one open here. Actually, I don't think I really need a knife. Alright, so let's see what this next one is. I ordered basically all these at the same time, so I'm not really sure which one is which, because I ordered them from different retailers. I did some on Amazon. I did some on eBay. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. packed full with bubble wrap. Safety first, right? And this one, actually I may need a knife after all. They pack this really tightly. Alright, we got Long Halloween Part 2. Actually, I didn't know that I ordered the steelbook for this one. So, interesting. So let me see, I guess. See, one of these is going to be Long Halloween Part 1. It's either going to be Long Halloween Part 1 or it's going to be Beware My Power. Let's see which one this is. Long Halloween Part 1. So there's that. And let me open up this steelbook real quick for this Part 2, because I actually didn't know that I ordered this steelbook. So both of these are the Blu-ray and the digital code. I think a lot of the other ones are just the Blu-ray. No digital code, so okay, there is. I've never actually owned a steelbook before, so this is my first steelbook. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, that's pretty cool. So you got Long Halloween Part 2. You got Scarecrow, Poison Ivy, Batman, and Two-Face on the cover. So, and then on the back you just have Two-Face. Okay, there's the disc. Okay. Pretty cool. Never had a steelbook before. And here is Part 1. So, of course, on this one you've got Batman, Catwoman, and Joker. And then if you put them together, you got one half of Joker's face, the other half you got Two-Face. So it's kind of what it looks like. Very cool. And then this one should be Beware My Power, just the Green Lantern movie. So the other thing is, whenever I first watched Long Halloween Part 1, when it was on HBO, it's not on there anymore, and before they took it off, I didn't watch Part 2. So Part 1 I had watched on HBO, but I had never watched Part 2, and then they took them both off, so. But it's all good. Now I can rewatch them. Well, I can rewatch the first one, and I can watch the second one for the first time. But I didn't know that those were actually part of the Tomorrowverse series. You know, I kind of thought Long Halloween was just like a standalone film. And then I found out, you know, after watching some of the other films that, okay, they're tied into the Tomorrowverse, which I thought was kind of interesting. The other thing I like about the Tomorrowverse is a lot of the films, they are just kind of more self-contained, like just the hero's personal journeys or conflicts, you know, like Man of Tomorrow, Batman Long Halloween, Justice Society. And then basically all of this stuff starts to come together, and the plot lines all start to come together once Crisis on Infinite Earths comes around. So I thought that was pretty interesting that, you know, they each had their own type of story and arc before, you know, before a crisis comes along. And then, yeah, of course, our last one here is Beware My Power. So that is the Green Lantern film. Pretty good film. It's got Green Lantern on the cover, Sinestro, John Stewart Green Lantern. It's basically his origin story. That's all of these Tomorrowverse films are basically, I guess, origin stories, some of them, in one way or another. So yeah, you got John Stewart Green Lantern there. You got Sinestro looking very, looking like he's scheming up to something in the back there. You got the Watchtower back there. You got Hawkgirl and Green Arrow. I think they were along for the ride in most of this movie, and they were kind of I think Green Arrow was like not expecting things to go down the way they did. He was along for the ride, and he was kind of, outmatched, but he was a good addition. Oh goodness. Okay, so that is Beware My Power. Alright, so basically that should be everything. So, going over everything I just unboxed again. So you got Justice Society, World War II, Legion of Superheroes, Justice League War World, Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Green Lantern, Beware My Power, and Batman The Long Halloween, Part 1, and Batman Long Halloween Part 2. So there's that. And again, these are all in the same universe as Crisis on Infinite Earths. So you have Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1, Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2, and Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3 is going to be coming out in about a little bit over 3 weeks. So yeah, that is the unboxing for all the Tomorrowverse films. It's everything right there. Very, very cool. So let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Have you seen the Tomorrowverse films? Do you like the Tomorrowverse? Which one is your favorite film out of these films so far? And are you excited for the conclusion, Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3? I know I'm excited. I'm very, very stoked for that film. I can't wait. I got it on my calendar. I'm counting down the days till Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. So I'm going to be watching all these films. Some of them will be rewatches. Some of them will be watching for the first time. Like Long Halloween Part 2 and Legion of Superheroes. But I'm going to be watching all these films leading up to Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. So I'm super excited for that. So comment down below what you guys think of these films, and I will see you next time.